Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, so my name is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. It's a Friday night. What? Say hello, hello, hello. If you're painting with me tonight, let me know if anyone's painting with me tonight. It's Dress to Impress. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with this. It's basically 3 colors. I'm going to add a little bit of blue to my gray, but that's about it. You can make the dress any color you want. For the accent color, black, white, and whatever color you choose. I'm using red because that's what the original is. Red. And of course we have to give props to you-know-who. There he is. The man of the hour. Man of the hour. As soon as I say hello, 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 he starts running around like a maniac. Say hello to your fans, Butters. Yes, yes, say hello to your fans. Oh, yes, you're so excited. Yes, yes, you're so excited. Yes, you want your treat? You want your treat now, huh? He's got me trained, fam. He has me trained. That's all there is to it. That is all there is to it. There you go, buddy. See you later. All right, now that we got him squared away, because you never know when he's going to chime in, and he loves all you lovies, let me show you my handy-dandy table. All right, so like I said before, very minimal palette. We have white, black, a smidge of blue, and red, my accent color. Whatever color you want to make your dress, you can pick whatever color you want. We got Big Boy in the house. He is a 1-inch flat. We have a large fluffy in the house. All right, we've got Mini Me. He is a small shader. Looks just like Big Boy. Tiny in the house is a small round for details. And of course, Mr. Nifty. When you clean your brushes, you want to swirl, you want to tap, you want to dab on your paper towel in the direction of your bristles. You want them to be wet but not dripping. Woohoo! I'm a little late. I'm still on vacation time, guys. Gotta cut me a break. I'm still on vacation time. That's all there is to it. And I was playing with my makeup-ups. Look, I got makeup all over myself. Doesn't matter. Makeup, paint, whatever. I get it all over myself. So let me do roll call. Roll call. All right, who's here? Who's here? Tina is here. Hello, 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 Tina B. How are you doing, dollface? How are you? And we have Marsha's hanging out with us tonight. Hello, 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 Marsha. How are you, sweetheart? And we have Debbie. Debbie is here. Hello, 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 Debbie. And we have Cindy. Hello, 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 Cindy. How you doing, doll? And Becky's hanging out with us. Hello, 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 Captain. How you doing, doll? Kimberly's hanging out with us. Hello, 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 Kimberly. What's going on, sweetheart? And let's see. Carol. Hello, 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 Carol. How are you, doll? Dawn is here. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Did you miss me? Did you have a good week? Right? I was off, I hope you guys enjoyed all the videos and the posts from my vacation. I was happy to share it all with you guys. Susan's here. Hello, 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 Susan. How are you doing, sweetie? So, let me put you guys in your handy-dandy holder. And, let me talk about a few things. All right, so in your holder you go, nice and cozy and ready for your shock. You ready for your jolt? What? Here it is. It's coming. It's coming. Electrify you guys. I'm going to electrify you guys. Hello, 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 Missy. How are you, sweetheart? So, I am working on a 16 by 20 canvas. It is 20 straight up and down, 16 across. Like I said before, it's a 3-color palette, all right? White, black, and whatever you want your accent color to be. I grabbed a smidge of blue because I like to add it into my gray. Gives it more of a steely color. So, that's the only difference that I'm doing. All right? And there's different spots where you can stop painting this. Okay? So, we're going to do this dress in layers. And some people actually like the first or second layer because it's very see-through and ghost-like. So, if you want to stop there, then stop there. It's your creation, okay? Because this is, obviously to get this not see-through, I put another layer and another layer. So it's really up to you whenever you want to stop playing with it. Whatever look you're going for. You know, you could also do a dress that's a short dress, right? You don't have to turn around and put this piece on the bottom. You can just have this piece and then have the mannequin poles going all the way up. So you have lots of options here, guys. Lots and lots and lots of options. All right, so I want you guys to get creative, because I always love when you guys get creative. You know me, I'm going to bring you to about layer 3 or 4, and then you're on your own. All right, because I don't want to overteach you. Oh, all of my videos are kid-friendly, so I'm going to try to watch this thing. If you guys could watch the comments, it is always free to watch. Tips are appreciated. Stars is enabled. PayPal link is posted. That is genuine. I posted it, okay? And let me post the Cash App and Venmo so you guys know that's officially my stuff. All right, so there's the Cash App. Here is the Venmo. Also, what's cool about this painting, guys, number one, you're getting a grayscale out of me. That's a miracle in itself. Number two, you're going to turn around and I'm going to show you a bunch of techniques that you could use if you're going to try abstract painting. So that is another thing. I'm having the hardest time finding my Venmo link. I don't know why. I look at this list every single time, and for some reason, when I go to share stuff, I can't find a darn thing. There it is. Found it. Got it. All my replays are always, always, always available on my YouTube channel. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It doesn't cost a thing, but it really, really does help me out. Plus, you get notified whenever a video is posted. Okay, so if you're looking for the replay of something, my sister's usually very good and has it posted by the next day. But if that's not the case, if you subscribe, you will get notified whenever there's any postings on there. Now I can't find the YouTube channel. Oh my goodness gracious, I can't with myself. All right, there it is. Bam, found it. Got it. I got it. Hello, 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 Carolyn. How are you, doll? Hi, sweetheart. Oh my goodness. So I still got vacation brain. I got back on Sunday, and we still got the vacation brain going on. And you know, I don't know what you guys think. I tried to match my painting. So we've got smoky, sparkly gray eye. I tried liquid eyeliner for the first time, so that was kind of cool. And red lips for my accent. Okay, so those of you following my makeup journey, you know we have a lot of fun here, and I'm just dorking around. So, you guys can see my progress. I look at some of my pictures from when I first started this venture. Oof. It's just like the painting, right? You guys, you can look at some of your first paintings and see your progress. It's just absolutely amazing, because the more you do something and the more you make mistakes at something, the more you're going to learn and the more you're going to gain a skill set to be able to do that particular thing. So that is the amazing part. All right, I'm going to stop yapping. My coffee's somewhere. I think I left it in the microwave. So how are all my lovely, lovely ladies doing? Did you guys miss me? Did you miss me? Did you miss me? I missed you guys. Did you enjoy the videos of the trip? So they were all part of my story. Those of you that don't know how to access my story, on the Facebook page, oh, thanks, Tina V. On the Facebook page, you'll see my picture in a circle. And around the circle will be a ring when a story's posted. So if you hit my picture, when there's a ring, it'll show you my story. And they're only posted for 24 hours. You want to hear all about the cruise? Okay, Kimberly. And doing well. Held a lorikeet bird in Niagara Falls. Oh my goodness, it sounds so much fun. I went to Niagara Falls once. I went back in high school. That's how long ago that was. Oh, thanks, Missy. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody on roll call. Joan! You went on your cruise too? That was this week, right? I was there last week, right? So much fun. So much fun. Enjoying time with your grandson, Carolyn. Hello, 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 Debbie. How are you doing, sweetheart? Welcome to the fam. Everybody give Debbie Dooley a warm Eve's Creations family welcome. Oh, yeah. Oh, Miss Dawn, too. Dawn's in here. Hello, 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 Dawn. All right. I think I got everybody. I don't want to miss anybody. If I miss you, I apologize. Just knock me upside the head. It's fine. It is fine. Apparently you have bad allergies, got you some sinus medicine and feeling much better. Healing prayers and wishes to Tina. She's dealing with all that sinusy, stuffy stuff, all that sort of things. And, yeah. So if you miss seeing my stories from the Facebook page, if you go on my Instagram, which is the same name, Eve's Creations Paint Party, if you go on my Instagram, there's little circles on my profile, and it has one that's labeled vacay. So all of the videos I did post about the vacay are in that little circle. Plus all the Butters stories that I've posted are in those little circles, so you can enjoy them again. But you have to go on Instagram, and it's the same name, Eve's Creations Paint Party. Okay, and then you would have access to those highlight reels, they call them. Your dad had a stroke last Monday. Aww, I'm so sorry, Missy. That's got to be rough. That's got to be rough. Prayers and wishes to your dad, hon, okay? Prayers and wishes to your dad. Hello, 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 Lucinda. How are you doing, sweetheart? How are you doing? It's always hard when the parents get older and things start going on. You know what I mean? It sucks. Pardon my French, but it does. All right, we're gonna get started because I'll just talk to you all night long and we won't do a darn thing. So let's get started. Everybody say hello, hello, hello to Lucinda. She's been popping on lately because she is a fan member from TikTok. So Lucinda is fairly new to the Facebook feed, but I know her through TikTok. So everybody give a warm welcome to Lucinda. Okay? All right, so we're going to get started. And like I said, this background has a lot of abstract techniques, and you're getting a grayscale out of me. So it's going to be a really fun night. I'm going to start off with Fluffy. Swirl, tap, dab, Fluffy. Don't pay any attention to this. All right? It's not the almighty blank canvas. It's the almighty demonstration canvas. He's 75 and actually in good spirits. Oh, that's the most important thing, you know, keeping your mood up. That's the most important thing, yeah. And 75 is a good age. It's definitely a good age. Okay, so we're going to turn around and we need to make gray. All right, so I'm going to grab white. I'm going to grab a small amount of black because a little bit of black goes a long way. And I'm going to grab a touch of blue. The blue's not necessary. I just like, I like that, it kind of gives it like a steel gray tone to it, and I like that. I like it a lot. I like it. But do you need it? It's not necessary. Okay, so, and we're just going to start in the middle, and we're going to swirl, people. We're going to swirl. Right? Nothing special going on here. We're going to swirl gray on this entire canvas. All right, so just pick up different increments of color. Thank you so much for the stars, Lucinda. Don't turn around and pre-mix and make this all the same color. You want the different variations. You want it to look different. You want the sections to look different. And I'm going to put this on here, not like crazy thick, but not crazy thin. Well, number one, I got to cover up whatever's going on behind it. Number two, I'm going to be blending and adding stuff to this, so I don't want it to dry within 5 seconds. So you want to go a little bit thicker on this background, with the paint. Not, not like palette knife thick, but a little thicker so it stays nice and damp for you as we're adding stuff in. All right. Those of you for the stars, if you weren't aware, the stars are enabled to send support, and they're approximately a penny each. Okay, just so you know what the value is. They're a penny each. All right. Hi everybody. I missed everybody. So hello guys. Hi everybody. She's back. She's back. Oh, yeah, she's back for the attack. All right, so grabbing my white, grabbing my black, grabbing a microscopic amount of blue, and I'm grabbing new piles every time. I'm not turning around and pre-mixing any of this. See how I have, this is darker, that's lighter, this is darker. That's all fine. It's all good. We don't mind that at all. Okay? So, we don't mind that at all. See, I'm loading my brush up. All different stuff every single time. Every single time. And I'm swirling, baby. We are swirling. Swirly-doo, swirly-doo. Swirly, swirly, swirly-doo. Alright, so those of you that didn't get a paint kit yet, and you're thinking about it, my website is actually functioning to take orders now. So just make sure you hit the correct shipping link. Okay, I wanted to try to keep the shipping as affordable as possible. So I did section it out by region, because to go to California is more money than to go to Pennsylvania for me, right? Because I'm in New Jersey. So if you're ordering, just make sure you hit the right shipment link. And if you're ordering a couple of items, just hit the shipping that's like the most money. All right, so just hit the shipping that's like the most money. If you're getting like a paint kit and a shirt, I'm gonna try to throw it all in one box, but it might. There's like, I don't think you can turn around and like do it separately. I don't think that like if you hit the shirt and then you hit the kit, I don't think that you can turn around and do the shipping for the shirt and do the shipping for the kit. So whatever shipping is the higher total, just pick that one. Okay? So whatever shipping is the higher one, pick that one. Okay, just to make up for any wiggle room of the weight being different, sending out multiple items. I'll try to send it out all together. So, like, for example, like if you hit the shipping on the shirt and it's like $7 and you hit the shipping on the kit and it's $12, do the $12 one. Alright, so that's the only thing, like, I know, it was a little quirky, so, but it's all through Square, it's all through PayPal, it's 100% secure, it's the easiest way to order anything through me. That's how we're going to do it from here on out. I used to have you guys message me before, but that's not very conducive. You know, it's easier to keep my orders straight when they're all in one spot. Okay, now that I have this on here, I'm going to wipe off my brush, and I want to put lighter gray moments. So I'm going to wipe off my brush, right? Not clean it, just wipe it off, get all the goopy gobbies out of it. And I'm going to grab my white paint, okay? And I'm going to dab, 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 right? Don't have a whole lot of paint on there, just a little bit. Just a little bit, so we're going to wipe some of it off. And then I'm going to pick these areas that I want lighter. And we're just going to put a little swirl. And then you turn around on the edges with a very, very light touch. And you just soften that out. Okay? And then leave it alone. Because if you keep playing with it, it's just going to blend out. So leave it alone. Now, don't go light, like happy right here putting lighter tones because your dress is going against there. So you want it to have like a darker background. So I did my smush, right? That's where the majority of the paint is. And now I am just going to soften that out. All right. If your paint's still wet, it's a light touch. If it's starting to get a little tacky, you might have to press into it a little bit. And then leave it alone. Leave it alone. All right. So I'm going to put another one over here, right? Majority of my paint. And then I am just going to swirl around it all in different directions. Just to soften those edges. Okay, and then leave it alone. Alright, so we're going to get these lighter areas in the gray. Alright, you guys can do this. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Just a little bit of white paint, right? Small, you know, you could build it. So just do a little bit of white, right? Get the hang of it. Get the technique down. You know, as your paint's drying, you're going to need less white, okay? Because it's not going to blend out. So, and, you know, you can build, right? So you can turn around and build and make it brighter if you need to make it brighter, right? As the paint dries. As the paint dries, you can make it brighter. And I'm not, you know, I don't have any rhyme or reason to this. I'm just picking areas and putting the lighter color, and that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. Right? And like I said, stay away from the center because, you know, your dress is going there. So you don't want a, I got canvas showing. That's why I'm dabbing. That's why I'm dabbing in certain areas because the canvas was showing. All right. So now we're going to move to putting the red accent in or whatever accent color that you want to do. So I give you a chance to catch up mustard. And then we're going to do our accent color. All right. So you guys got this. It's swirly doos. You can totally do that. I like this background. I like it a lot. So I'm going to use you guys as a mirror because I think I got glitter in my eyeballs. I got glitter in my eyeballs. And then we're going to do the accent color. So this is a really fun, easy painting. There's only one tricky part. One tricky part, but you guys are going to be fine. You're not, there's like a little level up part. And that coffee's delicious. I'm drinking it with a straw though, because I don't want, look at it, from the lipstick. I don't know how, you know, sometimes they do make some lipsticks transfer proof, but I noticed, when they're transfer proof, like they don't like, you know, they stay on the lips and don't get on anything else. They're like very like dry and like a matte color. You know, there's like no shine to them. Somebody has to invent a lip gloss that stays on your lips, but it's shiny. You know what I mean? Because the shiny ones don't stay. So, also, I don't know if you guys noticed, there's a new Hey Eve series. All right, so that is being posted. I posted the first video. The next videos are going to be coming up. Also, Living Large Series 8, right? That is a precursor to next week. So next Friday, we're doing the beach, right? So next Friday. Da, 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 da. This is next Friday. So the Living Large videos that you guys are seeing is this painting. Okay, so we're gonna do a live paint party on Friday. I'm gonna show you how to paint this, but some of you like to have a little head start, and some of you like to kind of get the gist of what's going on beforehand. So the Live and Large videos that you're seeing is this painting. Okay, guys? So if you want a little bit of head start, or you want to get yourself ready for it, or whatever you may, you might just want to check it out just to get a little vibe going on. You're all set, all right? But I didn't want to confuse you. I am showing you guys this. I am going to show you next Friday, okay? And those videos are just to kind of give you a little, a little tidbit, a little bit of inspiration. And the beach one's getting a lot of attention. So be careful of the spam, okay, guys? This one didn't get as much of attention, which I'm surprised, because you guys never, you're never going to see me do grayscale or abstract. But that's okay. My original gangsters are in here tonight. I love it, 6,000%. So if you did miss my videos from the cruise, I had an amazing time. I got to spend the week with my daughter, right? She's 28, and she's adulting, so I don't get those opportunities as much anymore. I got my braids in, right? So I'm very Caribbean right now. We went to Kennedy Space Center in Florida. That was epic. If you guys ever have a chance to go to Kennedy Space Center, definitely go. We went to Nassau, Bahamas, and we took a water taxi over to Blue Lagoon. And I got to meet a sea lion. Oh, that was awesome, man. Her name was Roxy. She was sassy. She did all these little tricks, and then she was giving us smooches. So she gave me a smooch on the cheek. I got one on my lips. She had nasty fish breath, though. But it was absolutely amazing. I got to do that with my daughter. We paid for the pictures and whatnot. Yeah, that was a really cool experience. I kissed a sea lion. I'm so excited. I've been telling everybody. Everybody and their cousin knows that Eve kissed a sea lion, because that is the top news of the millennium. Okay, so now that this is fairly dry, we're going to turn around and do our accent color. And like I said, guys, you can pick any color you want. When I did this tutorial on TikTok, somebody turned around and did their accent color like a blue, like an ice blue color. Are you guys out there? Is there something wrong with my comments? Are you commenting and I'm just not seeing it, or is it just somebody write a comment? Because my comment basically stopped at Lucinda. You're painting. Okay, I saw it. Thanks, Tina B. Appreciate that. You're here, Carolyn? All right, thanks, guys. I'm like, because my comments stopped at Lucinda, and I was like, am I missing something? You never know with these gizmos, I'm telling you. All right, stop painting your background, because you need it to be dry. If it's a little wet, that's okay. It's just the color's going to blend out more. And that's going to look fine. You're here, Missy? Okay. And you're here, Debbie. Thank you guys so much. I miss you guys. And obviously, we have next Friday's painting. I wonder what inspired me to do a palm tree and a beach, right? Oh, you got more rains. Show a pic so I can do, please. Show this or show the original, Joan? Or the one next Friday. What do you wanna see, hun? You wanna see this? The original one of this, or you wanna see next Friday's? Hi, Dorothy. How are you doing, sweetheart? Screenshot up tonight. Okay. All right. I got you, Joan. How are you doing, doll? All right. Yeah, I forgot to remind you guys to take the screenshot. so you know where you're going, because I can't show you both at once. And like I said, there's lots of different things you can do. You can not add the train. You can make your dress shorter. You can pick whatever color you want to pick. There's one part that's a level up because this is at an angle, but I'm going to walk you through it. You should be fine with it. If it winds up not working out for you, you can easily just make it that she's facing forward. Okay, so don't worry, don't stress it. All right, guys? All right, so Joan's going to get her screenshot, and then I'm going to show you how to do all this awesome little accents of color. Smooth. Coffee just went down the wrong pipe. Cheese and crackers. Oh, the tickle. The tickle. Oh. Oh my goodness. I'm going to choke myself out. Alright, let's do the accent colors. So, I'm going to swirl tap that big boy. And we're going to do this like a glaze almost. So, or a wash. You could call it a wash. You can call it a glaze. You can call it whatever you want. You're welcome, sweetheart. So I'm grabbing big boy. Okay. And what I want to do is I want to dip them in the water. And then I'm just going to get the excess drips off of them. Okay. So you're going to do this. Don't dab it and dry it all off. Just this. So there's extra water in him. All right, and then with that extra water being in him, I'm going to grab the red paint, a microscopic amount. And see how it's thin? See how it's losing the, it's becoming even more see-through? Okay, that's what you want. And you're very simply going to, and you can either go long ways or you can go flat. It's really up to you. I'm going to do the first ones flat, and then we're going to do long ways. So, hi, Sumaya. That's okay. Should be available by tomorrow. All right. And I'm going to have a clean paper towel ready to go. Okay? So, you're simply going to put your brush, and you're just going to pull. And see how it's see-through? We like that. So I'm just going to pull all these little different areas. And then I'm going to brush over it. Now, if it came out thick on you, if you didn't have enough water, you can easily take your paper towel and soften it out. All right? If it didn't, if it's coming out see-through, perfect. Perfect! All right, so I'm going to dip Big Boy in my water. I'm going to take out, so you're excited to use your new paintbrushes? Oh, that's new supplies is always amazing. Okay, so you're going to dip your paint, your brush, right? And then you can add to it. So this is buildable, right? So you can just put your accents wherever you want them. Again, remember your dress is going here, so try not to make that area too busy. And you can also turn your brush this way and put lines into this if you like that look. Okay, so you can put lines into this. And I'm very simply just brushing over that as the paint leaves my brush. All right, and like I said, it's buildable. So you can mark your areas on here. And then we can go back and make some darker that we might want darker. Okay, so very wet brush, very thin paint, and it doesn't really matter what color you're using. And like I said, this is buildable. So every time you see me leave the canvas, I'm doing the same prep. I'm doing the same prep of dipping my brush and then taking the excess off. Okay, so, and this one, I'm going to turn my brush this way, and I'm going to put some flicky doos in here, right, to get some like cool little flicks going up this way. Okay, so you can do some flicky doos. right, on either end, right? And I could wipe my brush off and then soften it. Okay, so if you like the flicky-do thing, turn around and do long lines through this, right? And then soften, right? Flicky-do, 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 flicky-do. Okay, so dipping my brush again, making it nice and wet. Come over to this area over here. Put some pieces in here, right? Some long, some short. Okay, flicky-do, flicky-do. The edges to get some of the points. Hi, Sheila. Hello, 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 sweetheart. Oh, oh, that's good to hear, hon. I'm glad that you're home and everything as well. That's good, sweetie. All right, and I don't know, maybe one over here. Okay, and make them scatter. Don't make them like perfectly like, you know, see how I was kind of like, this is like all lined up and straight and all that. Like, so now I'm going to put in a random one because we don't want it all, we want our eye to dance, right? And it won't dance if you make it all like perfect, one under the other type thing. Okay, so now I'm doing the same exact thing, right? So let me repeat what I'm doing here. I took my brush, I dipped it in the water, I took the excess water off of it, just like this. I took my accent color, I grabbed a little bit of the accent color, made sure it was see-through on my palette. I turn around and I did this way. Just letting it slide down, okay? You can turn your brush this way and put some flicky-doos in. You can leave it this way and put some flicky-doos in, okay? And I wipe my brush off and I just soften. All up and down, all up and down, okay? All up and down. All right. And I'm going to put another little piece in here. And like I said, this is buildable. And if you're doing this and your background's still wet, you got to stick and move because otherwise you're going to wind up having it blend out on you. All right, so this is really easy to do. It's a lot of fun. You can use it for other backgrounds. You know, you can have as much or as little as you want. So literally just gray fluffies and then whatever accent color you want. That is thinner paint. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This is kind of like making something look reflected. Kinda, yeah, kinda. Except you're using water. You're using water on your brush to make it see-through. And when you do a reflection, I can never say that right. I want to put an R where the L is. I want to go refraction instead of reflection. That's pulling down of the paint and then you wipe across. Right? So this, you're not wiping across. You're keeping everything in the same direction. You don't want to do the wipe across. And also, we're using extra water on the brush with the paint. And when you do a reflection, you don't usually do that. You can, but I usually just pull the colors down, right? Wipe my brush off, and then do the side to side. So, but yes, it's close to the same thing. It's close to the same thing as far as putting it on there and then softening it once it's on there. Right? But we're going to stay in the same direction. And like I said, this is buildable. So if you want like a really bright red or really bright spot of your accent color, okay, you just keep layering on top of it once it's dry. So once this is dry, right, this is dry, now I can turn around and add more on top and see how it's brighter now. So it's buildable. It's buildable to get it to whatever you would like it to be. And like I said, this is, you know, just a little technique you can use to, if you want to try like abstract backgrounds and whatnots, you can do the swirly doos. And then this is a trick with putting extra water on your brush and getting these accent colors in here. So you guys can have a lot of fun with this, doing all sorts of different paintings. My bangs look great today. Yeah, they're growing out. Yeah. So I was laughing because my pictures from the cruise, they're like literally like here. So as they grow out, it's going to start looking a little bit more normal. I mean, the short bang is okay. I mean, I have a 5 head. So having a 5 head, having the bang cut it in half is pretty good. But I like them like right here. I don't like them in my eyes. I can't stand it when they're in my eyes. I don't know how people do that, having the bangs like wisp around and they're in like your eye. I can't do that. I don't understand how they do that. Drives me nuts. But they'll grow to where I need them to grow. You'd think I'd go and just have a hairdresser to do it, but that's no fun. Yeah, you too, Becky? Yeah, I can't do the, some people just have, like, and they're hitting their eyelash. I'm like, I can't. I just can't. It's just, that's a no. Okay, so now we're going to map in our dress. So we're going to take Mini-Me, right? And we're going to turn around and we have to find our center. Find our center. How many of you, as soon as I said find our center, started going om? I'm just curious. As soon as I said find your center, did you all start going om? I'm in your head. I'm in your head. Ha 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 ha. Hi, Nikki. How you doing, sweetheart? Hello, 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 Nikki. What's going on, doll? All right, I'm grabbing Mini-Me, and I'm grabbing white paint. And we're going to turn around, and we're going to get our center. And let me sneak up behind you guys. I'm sneaking up behind you. And I'm going to mark the center of my canvas. I'm behind you. Creeping. Creeper. Alright, once I have my center marked, I'm going to put my brush to the canvas, and I'm going to move my hand, not the brush, and I'm going to draw a line down. Now, depending on how big you're making your dress, that is the line, and you want to make sure that you're leaving the area for the stand and then your area for your dress. So, depending on how big you want your dress, if you're doing the long one, if you're doing the short one, make a short line. Okay, so we have our line. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to do a scoop. Okay, so you're going to scoop this way and scoop that way. All right, keep that on the small side. That's the waist. All right, keep it on the small side. And you want it to be the You know, a nice little swoop. Like I said, don't make it big because that's her waist. And the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. Hello, 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 Becky. There's my other Becky. How you doing, doll? Okay, I'm going to grab more white paint. And we're just going to make a rectangle. Now, remember the law of twos, right? Now, this being a dress, you don't have to. You need to go in the corner. Your back. Oh, I just painted on my chin. Look. See, Becky coming in late, distracting me, and now I'm painting my chin. All right. So, we're going to do a earthquake. We're going to do... right? Remember the law of twos? So this is twice the torso. All right? So you want to make your square half of this. Okay? So about there, about there. Okay? Keep it small. Like even make it less than half. Make it less than half to be better safe than sorry. To be better safe than sorry, okay? Make it less than half because what we're going to do is, see, that's her torso, and then we got to add where the straps are. So you want to turn around, and we're doing the law of twos, right? We're doing that it's going to be this size, but you want it less than that size because we have to do the straps and the shoulders. All right, so make it less than half, like cut it in half. Okay, now I'm going to move to tiny. Now I'm grabbing tiny. All right, so I'm grabbing my small round brush. And what you're going to do with tiny is on this side, you're going to put a little piece right there. Right? A little triangle right there. Okay? And then on the other side, you're going to swoop this. You're going to swoop that. And then swoop that piece, okay? So this is more of a pointy triangle, and this is a swoop. Okay, swoop, swoop, and this is straight, point, point. So the next thing we need to do is we're going to put in the shoulders. So this, you're going to do a very thin line going up. Okay, nice and small. All right. On this one, you're going to do a very thin line, kind of angling out. You're kind of following this. All right, so this is the level up, guys. This is the level up, all right? But if you do exactly what I'm doing, you should be fine. All right? Then from here, right? So you're not going, you're going over here more. You're not going completely center. So I want to swoop in the one shoulder. And we're going to swoop in the other shoulder. And if you mess up, just take a damp paper towel and wipe it off. Okay, so if you mess up any of this, just take a damp paper towel and wipe it off. And then the reason I had you do these two triangles right here, this one being, right, so everything on this side swoop, right? The side is swooped, this piece is swooped, and this piece is swooped, following the same thing. See how these two lines are the same swoop, okay? Once you have that, now you're going to add in the straps. Again, this is straight. This has a swoop to it. All right, and then you could do the neckline. Okay, so doing this part is the level up. If you're like I said, you can always erase or smudge it out, or we can put more gray in later. Okay, so don't stress it. If you're looking at a mess right now and it's just like lines all over the place and you don't know what's going on, that's okay. That's okay. Now I'm going to take Mini Me and I'm going to color in the part that's white so you can see exactly what's going on, all right? So it's kind of hard to draw these lines and not really know where you're going or what's happening, but I'll repeat what I just said, all right? So you're going to do your little scoop of the waist. You're going to do the scoop of the waist. Then you're going to do a straight line up that way, and this is a curved line. Okay, once you have that, you're going to do a curve to a triangle here and a curve to a triangle here. Once you have that, you're going to take your tiny brush, extend that line up, swoop it in, extend this line up but at the curve, and then swoop it in the same curve as this piece. Worst case scenario, if you can't get it, have her wearing a jacket. If you can't get it, or your angles are off, or it's just getting all screwy on you, that's okay. Like I said, this is the level up part. So you could always put a jacket on her. You could take your wet paper towel and completely erase it and try again. You can fill it in to where it's like a dress up to the neck, right? So don't beat yourself up if you don't get that. All right, guys? It's okay. If you do get it, good job. Okay, so close up. Let me give you a close up. This is what you want to achieve. This is straight. This is curved. Okay, by the end of the day, I know I broke that into a lot of different tiny little parts, but at the end of the day, this is what you want to wind up looking at. All right, this is straight. This is curved. I can feel the focus. I can feel the focus through the phone. Everybody's focused. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, because this is at an angle. This is at an angle. You're seeing under her arm on this side. But then you're seeing the front of her on this side. Okay, so that's why this piece is curved, because that's the curve of her back. Because this is the side of her body right here. And this side, you're only seeing the front. That's the difference. Now, if you paint it with it being facing front, and you don't have that little angled part in there, that's fine. Don't stress it. Now I'm going to grab Mr. Nifty, and I'm going to put a line in for her jaw. Make sure you're giving her neck. Okay, see that? See how I just kind of spit on my canvas and rubbed it out? That's how you fix things. That's what spit's for, people. Make sure you give her a neck. Yep, you guys are totally in the corner, and no shenanigans in that corner. Now I'm going to do an angled line. And I'm going to do an angled line here and swoop it in. And soften. And then with this angled line right here, you want to put a little jaw piece. You're going to run around and go into different corners. Now, if you messed any of this up, okay, if you messed any of this up, or you have white stripes everywhere, everything's like a mess, okay, all you have to do is make a gray that was close to the gray you have, right? And you could put it onto your canvas, and then you just dab with your finger, okay, because you have a gray muddled background. So if you need to do any little cleanup, or maybe you don't like something that you did, just put the gray on there and dab with your finger, and it will all disappear. Okay, so like I said, if there's any part that you're like, oh, that's not right, ooh. You can put gray paint and just smush it, and it'll get rid of anything that's like, ooh, that's not right. Also, we're going to turn around, and all these lines are like softened and has the gray and little red in them. All right, now over on this side, we're going to put the circle. Okay, so there's the circle. Now I'm taking Mr. Nifty and I'm cleaning up whatever I need to clean up. Okay, so take your time with this. Take your time with this. And if you have to take the gray paint and fill in some pieces to get rid of all your little white markings, do it. And then you could go back and, you know, make it a little bit more smooth of a transition. Like this piece right here, I want it to go around the shoulder here and then into the torso, okay? And then I'm going to dab some black paint in here So I can see that circle, that arm circle. Okay, now just be careful. If you're getting frustrated, leave it alone. All right, if you're getting frustrated, leave it alone. You could always come back in and schmooze it some more once it dries, because you don't want to have a big mushy mess. Notice I'm grabbing very small amounts of paint as I'm putzing, right? So I'm just putzing, I'm playing, I'm fixing things up. I'm adding gray to get rid of any of the like big messy parts that I had. I'm also putting in the armhole. All right, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm smoothing out the top. Okay. Cleaning up my lines. Taking the gray and anywhere that was kind of thick. Cleaning that up. I'm going to add a little bit of black to my gray. Hello, Carol. And Carol, you got to go in the corner. Nikki and Becky get out of the corner right under her chin area on the neck. I'm going to add that black in there. So another chance to clean your lines up. And then I'm just going to dab it out. Just going to dab it out. I'm going to add black into the armhole. And I'm going to put black where the dress meets the mannequin. Again, another opportunity to clean up your lines, right? And then I wiped off Nifty, and I'm just going to dab this. I'm just doing small little dabs. Small little dabs. And if you can't get this part, that's okay. You can put your... if you can't get you can put your dress on a hanger, people. Right? You can put your dress on a hanger. So, don't stress it. Don't stress it. There's lots of things you can do if you're stressing this. Alright? You can put your dress on a hanger. You can make it so she's facing front. You can add, have it to where there's a jacket, right? So there's a whole bunch of different things. Like I said, this whole piece, this whole thing right here is the level up. I want you to try it, but if you don't get it, don't feel bad. If you don't get it, don't feel bad, because it is a little bit more advanced. Ha ha, Missy, you had bases loaded. Ha ha ha, Carol's coming in as the pinch hitter. You can't say anything. You're in the corner. You're in the corner. Okay, I'm swirl tap dabbing my brush, and now I'm going to grab my red, the accent color, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to add red to the edges, which is also going to soften things out for you. So I'm adding red to the edges. Just dabbing. I'm just dabbing. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I'm just dabbing. We don't have enough corners tonight, right? We need a bigger room. Now I'm grabbing my white, and I'm just going to dab the white on here. Okay, so what this does is it actually, so the mannequin part kind of disappears. It becomes part of the background. And that way there's more focus on the dress. So I'm just have fun dabbing red, white, and gray on this thing. Okay, red, white, and gray on this thing. Okay, so if you guys have any questions about this, let me know. I'm just putzing along with you guys, right? So we're just going to putz along and schmooze here and fix there. If you notice, I'm using Nifty, right? And I'm just schmoozing and fixing and dabbing and all that happy stuff. Right, adding the accent color on the edges to make the mannequin more the background. Favorite blending tool. Okay, so see how there's white and gray and red all in the outline. I have it darker under the neck. I have it darker to where the dress is hitting the mannequin. Okay, I filled in gray, right, where my stuff was kind of too thick and making a mess. I filled in the gray to tighten up my lines, right? Okay, so, hi Diana, how are you doing, sweetie? Looks interesting. I'll show you where we're going with this. Hi. Everybody, Diana is an amazing artist in her own right. She does epic things. She does girls really well. And she does horses, and she does all sorts of stuff. This red lipstick is literally all over my face. I'm going to use you guys as a mirror. Like, ooh, I'm looking like the Joker from Batman. Like, where is it going? Oh, I just made it worse. Oh my goodness, look, see that? What is going on there? Or is it red paint? It could be red paint. Ah. There we go. That might have been red paint, people. Diana, let me show you where we're going. This is where we're going, love. Whoop! Dropped it. So we just did the trickiest part. We just did the hardest part. My fam is a bunch of rock stars, so they nailed it, I'm sure. And if they didn't, they know lots of ways to fix it. So, because it was a little bit of a level up. It was a little bit of a tricky thing to do. And I just want everybody to try. And if you get it, awesome. If you don't get it, that's okay. You don't, because it's a little bit above beginner level. And now we're gonna woosah it all out. We're gonna shake it out, people. Shake it out. Hard part's over. That was the hardest part of the whole painting. Doing the torso, getting it like at an angle. Fixing it up, cleaning it up, so shake it out, people. We did it! Woo! We did it! It's over. Now we can get to the fun stuff. The fun stuff, doing the dress. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the background's a lot of fun, Diana. I don't show abstract techniques very often. So they're getting a little insight on how to do a background, and you can make it an abstract background and use it for all different things. So we did swirling, we did smushing, we did flicky-doos, we did you could call it glazing, or what's the other word I used? Something else. I don't know. I don't get technical, but we had a lot of fun with the background. And now we're going to paint a dress. I'm super excited. It's roll call time. Roll call time. Okay, Carolyn, you need to get out of the... Carol, you can get out of the corner because we need to paint a dress, and we can't have any of you bad girls in the corner. You got to be paying attention. So we got Diana, Tina B, Marcia, Debbie, Cindy, Becky, Carolyn, Joan, Lucinda, Sheila, Nikki, Carol, Kimberly, Carol. I got Carol twice, maybe two Carols. And Dawn, Susan, Missy, Carolyn, Debbie, Dorothy, Samaya, and Becky are all here tonight. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. All right. We got our watchers, we got our creepers, we got our painters. And I need something to drink. You guys know what time it is. It is diet soda time. So, fam, if you want to look at some amazing epic art, hit on Diana's little circle there. And your legs were getting tired. You're allowed to go sit down now, sweetheart. Hit Diana's little circle there, guys, and check her page out. She's amazing. All right. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Ain't nothing like a nice crisp soda. And my lipstick just wants to be everywhere. I literally... I don't know if it's lipstick or paint. I have no idea. Okay. It's dress time. So take out Mini-Me. We're going to take out Mini-Me. Mini-Me in the house. And white paint. And we're just going to flicky-do. Okay, so this is coming out at an angle this way and an angle this way, right? And you're just going to shoot, boop, 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 boop. You're just going to flicky-do. You're just going to flicky-do. That's all you're doing. Every time you see me leave the canvas, I am grabbing more paint. So I'm not using a lot of paint to fill this section in. Alright, so that is the first section. Now, like I said, it's up to you guys. You can leave it being see-through, right? You don't have to put all those extra layers on it. You can leave it as a short dress if you want to. You don't have to put all the layers on the dress, right? Okay, so this is totally your creation. I can't wait to see what you guys do with this. I really can't wait. Okay, grabbing more paint, and we're going to flicky do the next section. So line out here, line out there, and flickies. Flicky, flicky, flickies. Flicky, flicky, flicky do, flicky do, flicky, flicky do, flicky do. Oh, so I think you guys are going to be super, super excited for the next painting coming up. It's nowhere near done, but I know you guys have requested this from me for a while, and I haven't done one in a while. So the next painting, I'll tell you guys will get a live exclusive here. The next painting that's coming up is going to have cute critters in it. We're going to have cute little critters in it. I know you guys ask me for stuff like that all the time, having little animals and whatnots. So you're going to like it. I think you're going to like it. You're going to like it a lot. You're going to like it a lot. For sure. Oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night, Captain. See you next week, babe. You're going to watch the replay? All right, sounds good. Okay, and then the bottom, you can stop here, too. You don't have to do the long piece of the dress on the bottom. All right, so that's another long layer. And keeping things in proportion, like this is double this, right? So we got 1, 2. If you're going a little, any sea lions? No, Debbie, it's not a sea lion. Even though that's a really good idea. I should write that down. I should write that down. Like ocean critters, like sea lions or a seal, or, I'm going to write that down. Ocean critters. Maybe an octopus. Sea lions, seals. Nope, it's land critters. Anybody know when Easter is? Oh, do you guys want St. Patty's Day paintings? I don't know when St. Patty's Day is like right around the corner, right? And there is going to be a Friday in March where there's not going to be an event. I know. I just did that to you guys. But my daughter's best friend is getting married, and I promised to paint her wedding. March 17th. Thank you. That's my mom's birthday. St. Patty's Day. So St. Patty's Day is what? 3 weeks away? And we have the beach. Then we're going to have the critter painting. I don't know. I don't even know if I have a Friday to do a St. Patty's Day painting or not. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I'm sure there's millions of them out there. You guys can do a St. Patty's one if you want to. Maybe I'll do I can do a Hey Eve. I'll do a Hey Eve. Do some clovers and whatnots. And I'll pass blast you guys because there's a bunch of St. Patty's Day ones on my YouTube. So I'll pass blast the St. Patty's ones I've already done. And I can do a St. Patty's Hey Eve series. Once the vase with the flowers is done with. So we can do that. Yeah, Mom's birthday. Absolutely. So keeping this in proportion. I mean, you want it to a point, right? You don't want this like this long and this short. But if you're not exactly, like, so this is this big, right? So if I take this down, 1, 2, I'm pretty in proportion, and I'm going to have extra flicky on the bottom. That's okay, because it could be, it's a ball gown. It's a ball gown. It's okay to have extra flicky on the bottom. Extra flicky is fine. Okay, you can also keep it at this point, right? The see-through point. So there's lots of different things you guys can do. If you like the see-through, you can keep it at the see-through point. Hi, Bonnie. How you doing, sweetheart? Bonnie making an entrance. That's what I'm talking about. Missy, April 8th is Easter. Wow, it is, that's early. That's early. That's like early. Okay. Your eye surgery's on the 16th? Oh, well, I hope that goes very well for you, Lucinda. There's ladies in here that had the same surgery you're getting, so, if you have any questions, get in the corner, Bonnie. Look at Carol. Carol's like, I had to go in the corner. Bonnie's going in the corner. Okay, we need to do the train, right? So swirl, tap, dab, mini me, got all the globs off of him, and now I'm gonna hold my brush back here, and I'm gonna start at the waist. And I'm just going to let it, like, do whatever. I'm just going to let it bounce and play and whatnot, right? I don't want to be too picky on what's going on there. Okay, and then we're just going to flicky-do. Not in here, because we don't want that white, because this is going to be darker. Your granddaughter's birthday is March 8th. That's a cool date to have as a birthday. So, on the edge, we're just going to flicky do the white on the edge, like it's curling over. Okay? We're just going to flicky do on the edge. Living on the edge. We're living on the edge. Yes, we are. Alright. Now, once I have that done, I want to turn around and we got to make the inside part darker. So, I'm going to grab black and white together. Right? I want it to be a dark gray. I want it to be darker than my background. Becky's giving up her corner now. No, you and Nikki got to stay in the corner permanently because you guys were misbehaving. Carol gets to get out of the corner, but you and Nikki were misbehaving the whole time, so you got to stay. So, I want this to be darker than my background, okay? And we're going to come in here and we're going to flicky do the darker gray. And notice it's not darker than my background, so I'm going to wipe off my brush. I'm going to grab more black and try again. That's what you get. That's what you get for misbehaving. There we go. Now it's darker than my background. Now it's darker than my background. Okay. And you want to make sure next to the dress and under the fold is really thick. Okay, so really dark. All right, so this is good right here. That's dark enough. But I'm going to flick with my black paint right next to the dress. And light touch so it doesn't blend out. Light touch so it doesn't blend out. Because if it blends out, you're going to lose all the texture. Okay, so right next to the dress. Right? And then you just do a couple little flicky-doos on the edges so it kind of mixes in with the rest. And then right underneath the crease. Right underneath the crease. Okay? You want a flicky-doo in there. Now I'm going to wipe off my brush. And on the where I just put those, I'm just going to take my brush and do light little flicky-doos on the edges of those so they soften into the middle. Okay, so light, not light touch, people. Otherwise, it's all going to blend out on you. All right, light touch. Light touch. Not me, you can't be good. I don't know how to be good either. The fact that these are all kid-friendly astonishes me that I've been able to make 250 kid-friendly vids. 250. Okay, so it is accent color time. So the whole rest of this painting tonight is pretty much flicky-doos and the accent color. All right, so I'm going to swirl, tap, dab Mini Me. And the first thing I want to do is I'm going to grab a microscopic amount of black with my red, with my accent color. Microscopic. Okay, now if you're making your accent color a different color, you just want a darker version, all right? So you can either add black or maybe, like, say you're doing light blue, right? Just add more blue to it. Add more blue to it, okay? So, but I want this microscopic amount of black to my red. See how that's a nice rich color now? And where the ruffles meet, I want to flicky do this. So in here and in here. Okay, so we're going to flicky do this where the ruffles meet. Okay, and you could bring it, you can bring it a little bit into the rest of it if you want to. And then over here, where the ruffles meeting, I want to flicky do over here. Okay, so I'm just placing my brush and giving a little shoop, boop, boop, boop. All right, that's all I'm doing. That's technical, right? By the way, shoop, boop, boop, boop is actually in an art book somewhere. It's no fun being good, right? Carol, how's Penny? How's the puppy doing? All right, now I'm going to swirl, tap, dab my brush. And I'm going to grab my accent color. And I'm going to flick upwards into this. Okay, so I want to flick upwards into the dark color. So this way, it all connects. And here, there, not everywhere. Notice I'm not doing full coverage here, right? There's still white showing through. We don't need full coverage. Don't need full coverage. I just want the dark and the original color to mesh together. So that's why I'm flicky doing upwards at this step. Flicky do. This dress is a lot of fun, and it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. You know, like I said, the top part is the only part that's kind of like, a little bit difficult, but you guys got this. All right, now I'm going to flicky do some of the red into my train. All right, I want to flicky do some of the darker red into the inside of it. Yeah, so my daughter's best friend is getting married, and my daughter's the maid of honor, and I paint events. So I don't know if you guys ever been to an event and you saw somebody painting in the corner. So, there's the thing of painting at events. Penny's doing very well. She's a very smart teenager dog. Aw. There's a thing of painting at events, but when I paint bleh. Let me try that again. When I paint at an event, I actually paint the event. So I've done charity work. So there'd be a band playing, and I actually painted the band on stage. And then we auctioned off the painting for the charity. I've done, so when I go to my daughter's friend's wedding, I'm actually going to paint the wedding. I'm going to, she wants it to be where the ceremony is. So I'm going to paint the whole backdrop of the ceremony, and then I'm going to paint the bride and groom into the painting and take lots of pictures. And then when it's time for the reception, I'm going to turn around and schmooze what I need to schmooze and fix it all up and everything else. So, yeah, if you're local and you're having an event and you want me to capture it with a painting, I actually paint the event. I don't just paint at your event. I paint the event. There is a difference there. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Unfortunately, guys, it's a date in March. So, yeah, we're going to miss another Friday, which I'm sorry. It's crazy but cool. Well, that's me, right? I'm crazy but cool. I'm just going to take a little bit of this dark right underneath the waistline because I want to. And then over here on this part right there. Okay. And take a little bit of the red and flicky-do into that. Take pictures and show you guys. Okay, I can do that. I can take pictures, absolutely. And I'll show you guys the painting when I'm done. Maybe I'll do like you know, like one of those montages that I do. Okay, so we're gonna let this dry so it doesn't become a big muddled mess. Better not be my birthday. Your birthday's on a Wednesday. Yeah, I forgot what Friday is. It is. I want to say the 24th. I know it's not St. Patty's Day. I want to say it's the 24th. Okay, so we're going to let that dry a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take Tiny and I'm going to finish cleaning up my top. Close up. I don't know why I have you guys so far away. So far away. So I'm just grabbing white paint. And I'm going to come in here. And everything's dabs. If you notice, I'm not making any solid lines. Everything is dabs. Okay, we're not doing any solid lines. I'm just doing dabs. So I'm going to come in here and dab some more white. Now, like I said, this was at an angle. So this is actually the side of her body. So what I want to do is I want to dab white paint right there. And then I'm going to grab some of the gray. And I'm going to dab some of the gray right here. Okay, because this is actually the side of her body. So we want a little shadow there. Wipe my brush off. Grab some more white paint. Okay, got to give her a little bit of chest area here. Okay, so I'm going to angle that out. All right, same with this side. Okay, we're going to angle that out a little bit. Every time you see me leave, I'm grabbing more white paint, okay? And again, if you noticed, I'm flicking it and then leaving it alone. Because if I keep messing with it, it's going to blend right out. And we don't want that. We don't want it blending right out. Alright, so I'll dab my brush. I'm going to grab white paint. And I'm going to put in the belt. Okay, so there is the belt. Right, clean that up, make it nice, 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 nice swoop. Right? Just like that. And I'm going to take Mr. Nifty and I'm going to put in the flower. So, now if you're having trouble putting in the flower, you can wait for it to dry to put in the flower. But I'm just doing petals coming out from the center. That's it, like hands of a clock. That's all I'm doing. But if your dress is still too wet, you can add the flower. You can add the flower after it dries if you want to. Is it thicker, like kind of using a palette knife? The dress part, yeah, it's textured, right? We don't want it. We're not doing this where everything is smooth, 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 like we've done all the other paintings, like when we do the characters and stuff, and everything is smooth and flat. This is textured. So, it's not smooth and flat. Like, if you get, like, excuse me, as you're doing your flicky-doos and your whatnots, if it winds up being thicker, that's fine. Gotta go clean off. All right, good night, Joan. Have a great night, sweetheart. Yes, textured, Becky. Yep. So this is textured. You don't have to worry about making it smooth and flat. You can see in the original, see how it's textured? It's not flat. So again, it's another technique that you can use with abstract paintings to gain textures, right? That's why we're flicky doing everything. That's why we're moving it right along. And that's why we're leaving it alone, all right? Because if you keep dabbing too much, you're not going to get the texture. You're not going to get the look. Hello, 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 Sandy. How are you doing, sweetie? Sandy, you got to go in the corner, babe. You're late. You are late. Just push Nikki and Becky to the side. They're misbehaving, so they got to stay there. Carol was allowed to get out of the corner because she was on good behavior. Okay, so speaking of which, now the whole rest of the painting is flicky doing, and you can. I'm going to switch to tiny now because I want the smaller lines. So I'm going to grab my white paint with tiny, and I'm literally just going to start at the bottom of my ruffle and flicky do and keep it moving. And I'm gonna make sure all my angles are following the angle of the dress, right? So these flicky doos go in at an angle on this side, okay, and then in the middle they would be going straight up. All right, so the whole rest of this painting is adding flicky doos, either of white or of color. It's really up to you. It's your dress. You know, whatever you want it to, your end result to be. Right? I'm definitely going to flicky do at the bottom, right? Because we put that shading in there. So I want to turn around and pronounce the bottom of the top of the ruffles, right? That's on top. Okay, so I'm definitely going to flicky do along that line. Okay, and like I just showed you guys, it's textured. So you just keep it moving. Keep it moving. And you can add as many or as little as these as you want throughout the rest of your dress. If you want more of your accent color, then you do less white. Now, I did on the original painting, I think it was 2 layers of flicky doing for each color. So I mapped it in white, I flicky-dooed the shadow, then the red going into the shadow. Now I'm turning around and doing the white, and then I'm going to do it all over. I'm going to flicky-do the red, and then I'll do the white. So it's 2 layers. So you do the accent color, then the white, let it dry, accent color, then the white, let it dry. You prefer texture on a painting instead of everything so smooth. You see weft and weave of the cam. Yes, Carolyn. Yeah, I do a lot. All my abstracts have texture on them. All of those very large pieces, you guys, I've showed you guys, they're all loaded with texture. I actually add stuff to them to give them more texture. Okay? And with the train, what you want to do with the train is you're just going to brighten up the piece that's folded over. Okay? You just want to brighten up the piece that's folded over. Okay? You want the inside to stay dark. So it looks like it's curving around the mannequin. Okay. And the last thing I need to show you guys is the stand. Okay? That's the last thing I need to show you guys is the stand. Because you guys can flicky-do till your heart's content. On the event page, I did post already to share your creations there. We share as a family. I always love looking at what you guys do and how creative you get. Those girl code ones were like out of the park. They were so awesome. They were extremely awesome. So I love that we share as a family and we get to see each other's work. So that discussion is on the event page. You go to the event page, right? You go into the event page. You can hit the button discussion. The first post you're going to see says share your creations here. You hit the comment button, and then in your comments you can add your picture. All right, so that is where sharing should be, so we can all share together. If you wind up posting it somewhere else, that is fine. But I like that we, as a community, we get to see each other's work and we get to talk about what everybody else did and their creativity. So if we can do that with the event page, that would be great. I was going to play around with, I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. I was thinking about doing a Facebook group, but I don't know if that's going to be more confusing or like another button to hit, or people are going to be like in there instead of on my page. So I'm really not sure about that. I got to look into it a little bit more. So for now, if we can make the comment section in the event page where we all share together, that would be awesome. Yeah, you got it, Sandy? Okay, good. Excellent. No worries. Like I said, if you wind up posting somewhere else, don't stress it. But I like when we share as a fam. Okay, so all you need is your 2 lines for your stand. And if you have enough room for a base. So you want nice, loose, thin white paint. If it's gobby, your lines are going to be gobby. You need a shirt, though. Okay, Sandy, you're going to order a shirt? Yeah, I think you mentioned about ordering a shirt. So it's www.eves, or you couldn't find it. Okay, here, I'll I'll post the link for you. It's www.evesartistry.com. That's my website right there, doll. And you hit the merchandise button. So when you open my website, you'll come to a page and you'll see all these buttons. Hit merchandise. And then you can order your shirt, you can order your saying, your size, your color. You're absolutely welcome, Sandy, no worries. Alright, so I want my white paint to be thin because if it's too thick, you're not going to be able to get a nice line because it's not going to glide. It's not going to glide if it's too thick. Alright, again, we need to find our center. Oh, let's find our center. Find our center of our person. And, right, this is her center right here. Because this is the side of her. Drop it down. And, again, I'm just doing long little dabs. Okay? There's not a solid straight line in this painting. Everything is dabs. Everything is dabs. Okay, so I'm doing a line there, and we can do one right next to it. All right, notice I'm not doing it as a solid line. Okay, you can just flicky do it into your dress. And then if your dress is really, really long, you can go right off the canvas with this. If it's not and you have extra room on your canvas, you can put a base in, which would just be an oval. So you want to put a line this way and a line out that way, right? Make it even Steven. Put a line going across the bottom with a space, right? There's a space right there. A line across the bottom. Okay, even Steven. And then you're just going to do your curve around. Curve around this way, swoop, curve around this way, swoop. And a nice even base. Okay, and you can dab if you want to. You can add a little bit of black or gray to that if you want to, right? Give it a little bit of a dimension going on. So if you have enough room on your canvas, you're going to add a base. You can add a base. The base. Okay, so I'm just dabbing black paint, which is mixing with my white. I'm going to wipe off my brush. I'm going to grab more white. I'm going to grab more white, and I'm just going to dab that on. And there you guys have it. All right. So, Dress to Impress in the record books. There it is. So, I hope you guys had a lot of fun tonight. It was great seeing you all again. I'm going to see you next Friday. We're going to do the seashore. Stay tuned for the painting that's the following week. Hey Eve is out there. It's a glass vase with daisies in it. So you can find that series. The Live and Large series is the painting that we're doing on Friday. So if you want to get a head start or you just want to see what it involves, I think there's 3 or 4 parts that are posted of the video. So check that out. If you go on my page, there is a button that says photos, videos. If you click that video button, you'll get all the videos instead of scrolling through the whole page. So, you'll have, the intro of my page and everything else, yada, yada, yada. And then there will be a line, and it says different things like posts, photos, whatever. There's a video button there that you can hit, and it'll bring you to all the videos that were on the page. Got to see you, and you had to sit in the corner the whole time. That's right, Nikki. Thank you guys so much for the stars. I appreciate it. Stars are enabled. You could actually send stars on my videos if they're helpful to you. that would be great. You guys keep the lights on. You know that already. And you keep Butters nice and plump. So I don't want to ever charge for this. So all of your support is greatly appreciated. All right, guys. And I forgot my sign. I gotta put out my sign before Carol yells at me. I'm gonna put my sign out. If you send me support, $5 or more, direct message me your address so I can send out your free brushes. Okay? So make sure that you take advantage of that. All right, guys. I love you all. You're all amazing. And thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Have fun. Go create. Y'all warm my heart. Bye, guys.